What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've uploaded. I just wanted to share a video of my current project car. This is a 1996 Chevy Camaro Z28 with 111,000 miles on it. I've owned this car for about exactly 3 years now. Super fun car. I've always loved these for whatever reason. Sorry, you're kind of standing in my shadow there. But these have always been a car that I've always loved. Ever since I was a kid, when these were still kind of new, I just always thought they were the neatest thing. F-bodies in general I'm a big fan of, but for whatever reason, this front end just did it for me. I know I'm probably one of like 4 people that think that way. Most people prefer the later ones, or they just hate the 4th gen altogether. I've always loved them though. But this one, as you can see, it's in kind of rough shape cosmetically. Mechanically, it's pretty good. The paintwork is not the greatest. Oh, we're out of focus there. Maybe I should just not stand and facing the sun, because that seems to be when I lose my focus here. Sorry if the camera work isn't as good. I'm not really a good camera operator, and I'm filming with my phone. But yeah, it's needs paintwork for sure. The clear is gone. Definitely planning on getting it repainted as soon as I can afford it. My ultimate goal for this car is to basically restore it back to what it would have looked like sitting on the Chevy dealership showroom, now 30 years ago. And it's been a work in progress. I still got a long way to go, as you can see. Not only is the paintwork in pretty bad shape, but the interior also is torn up pretty bad. I definitely need the seats reupholstered. Funny enough, the passenger seat's actually worse than the driver's seat. This seat is all cracked and dried up, so I'm guessing that's just how the sun hit it, when it sat. So the main reason I bought this car, other than me just always loving these things, first of all, I got it fairly cheap from a relative, and it's just super clean rust-wise. I mean, as far as underneath and rust goes, I don't know if you can see, but there's like none to be spoken of. I've seen 5 or 6 year old cars that have more rust than this thing. It's absolutely perfect underneath. The only spot of rust it has is under the driver or the passenger side T-top. There's a little bit starting on the top of the windshield. I'm guessing from water leaking in that rotted out the metal. But this one is also probably the most, this is like as fully loaded as you can get a Camaro in 96. The only thing is missing is the SS package, but it is fully loaded. It's got all the options that you could get. So whoever bought this thing brand new in 96, they were like a kid in a candy store, because they got every single feature you can get. It's got the T-tops. It has the performance rear end, 323 rear gear ratio, traction control, 4-wheel disc brakes. LT1 engine, of course, has a Z28. You have a full leather interior. It has the Delco Bose audio, air conditioning, automatic trans. I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch of other things, but it's just overall a very, very well loaded car. I mean, I don't think there's a single option that you can get on a Camaro that this doesn't have. It's got pretty much everything. Interior isn't really horrible other than the seats. The dash is okay. It was actually shattered when I got it. I got lucky enough to find a replacement dash pad, OEM actually, on Facebook Marketplace. There was a fella not far from me selling one, and it was one that he had bought in like 20 years ago, back when GM still made them, and it was sitting in his basement for 20 years. So I bought that from him, and I put that dash in. It is definitely still peeling up here. I think that's just from the sun damage. This car came from Florida originally, which is part of the reason why I bought it, because it's so clean and rust-free, because of it being from down south. I would have expected the ocean air to give it a little bit of rust, but it doesn't have any of that. It actually sat for a long time in Florida before it ended up getting shipped up here to Ohio. And as you can see, definitely not low mileage. It's 111,000. But it runs okay. I've definitely done my fair share of work on it. Now what I'm looking for is an OEM Plus sort of setup. So I want to keep it like mostly stock, but with a few minor improvements. So underneath the hood, the engine is mostly all stock. It has a cold air intake on it, and it also has long tube headers. And as you can see also, it has LS style ignition. This is actually OptiSpark deleted. It no longer has an OptiSpark. I went through about 3 of them and got sick of messing with it. So this is a full LS ignition conversion along with an LS computer. It's a 0411 swap. So it's definitely has all the major issues taken care of, and it is also tuned with the long tube headers and a full 3-inch exhaust. And it actually dynoed 300 at the wheels, which is pretty impressive for a stock motor, since these made 285 at the crank in their stock form. So if you're getting 300 at the wheels, then I'm not sure how much that means you're getting at the crank, but it definitely is improved just from having the headers and the intake, and I'm sure the tune. You can see that MagnaFlow exhaust there. As far as the interior goes, let me pop this trunk open. Leather seats back here are in kind of rough shape now, but I really like this car. I'm willing to slowly work it out, as time goes on. Down below here, it actually has little slots to store the T-tops. This is drivers and passengers labeled, and they slide in here and lock in so they're not bouncing around while you're driving with them off, which I really think is pretty sweet. I'll go ahead and start it up for you guys to let you hear it. It is a very... I mean, the LS is definitely the better engine than the LT, but something about the sound of the LT1 just hits right. Just sounds like an old school small block Chevy. It also does have keyless remote entry, which is pretty sweet for 96. Fires right up. Because it is tuned, it does have a little bit of a lope to it. It is on a stock cam though. You can hear it purring away. Runs really good. It does have a little bit of an exhaust leak on the Y pipe that I have to fix still. I bought kind of a cheap Y pipe and it didn't really line up super well, so. But I'll see if I can let you guys hear it a little bit. Sounds pretty good. I'm honestly super happy with the way it sounds. It makes a good little street cruiser. It's definitely not a race car. It's not going to go winning races left and right, but it's got a decent bit of pep to it. It has full instrumentation. A little bit of the orange is peeling off up here because when I got this car, it had these white overlay stickers inside the cluster and it looked horrible. So I took the cluster apart and removed the stickers, but it kind of peeled off some of the red with it. But the radio still works. It is stock CD player. Has air conditioning that does work. Interior, as you can see, you have your dome lights here, your T-tops. This one also has the sunshades, which was an option. You can get them without the sunshades, but that way you can throw these on there and block the sun out when you have your tops on. The rear seat is also folding. I really just, as far as the interior goes, the only thing I need is getting these seats reupholstered, otherwise it'll be pretty acceptable. It does have center console storage here. Sorry if my camera work isn't the best. It is a 4-speed 4L60E transmission compared to that LT1. There's your glove box. Yeah, this is just, I just wanted to film a video on my Camaro. This is probably one of the most favorite cars I've owned. Although, if you've seen my previous videos, you guys know I have a thing for GM garbage. But I've just always had a sweet spot for especially GM garbage, but especially these Camaros. I remember when I was a little kid, maybe, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 years old, I dreamed of having one of these, a blue one, and to be specific. And I just, something about them, when they came out, I was a little kid, and something about them was just always so, something about them just always did it for me. I don't know. I've always loved F-bodies in general, but this particular style of Camaro is just such a sweet car to me. I just love driving it. It's I'm still standing in my shadow, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Sun's setting, so I can't do much about that. I just really like the car. It's fun to drive. I like getting it out with the T-tops off. Definitely not winning any races, but it's got a decent bit of pep. It kind of surprises you the first time you drive it. It definitely did for me, and even more so after the tune was done and the long tube headers and everything. It really, really woke the car up quite a bit. So I am potentially going to make more content on this vehicle. I don't really do YouTube that much. My last video before this one I think was like 5 years ago, and that was when I still had my Grand Prix, which I no longer own. But every once in a while I might pop out a video for people that are interested in this kind of car. It seems like these are starting to make a comeback. Very controversial styling. Some people love them, some people hate them. I've always particularly loved them. And definitely does need some paint work though. I'm hoping that'll be the next thing I'll be able to do, especially this front bumper. But it's weird the way it faded because the passenger side is okay and the driver's side's all screwed up. So I'm guessing this must have been the side that the sun was hitting the entire time. But what you gonna do? It's an old GM car. Their paint was never that great anyway. But just wanted to film a quick video of it. I just wanted to share this car. See a lot of videos on the LS ones with the newer front end, but not a lot of appreciation for the LTs. But overall, just a super sweet car. So appreciate you guys all watching this. Appreciate you clicking on my video to check out my car. This is like my passion. Definitely have a lot of plans in store for this car. So thank you for watching.